Welcome to Cyprus Photography Tours, and today I'm at the third Christmas village of this month of December that we're visiting, and we're actually at my favorite Christmas village. This is the village of Fikardou. I believe it's 900 meters high, and you have to get here early. This is like the week before Christmas, and there is cars all down here and there's cars all the way down there. So you're gonna have to prepare for a little bit of a walk, which is what I'm doing. But once we get into the village, I'm going to be doing a photography POV with the Sony A6700. I've actually attached the Sigma 16 f1.4 because I'm having great success. And again, narrow streets at this village. I've actually captured this before. And then I'll probably switch to the 24-70 afterwards. So let's get up to the village. Now, I know I said this was going to be a POV photography video, but my magnetic pendant won't work through my thick jacket, and it is cold this evening, 900 meters high up in the mountains. So I thought this would be more of a photo walk, and I'm going to share a little bit of my photos and B-roll through one of my favorite Christmas villages. Now, Fikardou is one of the best preserved medieval villages in Cyprus. Most of the houses date back to the 18th century, built entirely from local stone, and the layout of the village has barely changed over time. Now, walking through Fikardou feels so different from most Christmas villages. Because of that medieval heritage Fikardou has, this feels a lot different compared to the other Christmas villages that I have visited in the past in Cyprus. Now, Fikardou is actually protected by UNESCO, which is why there is very little modern development here. If anything, this village is actually uninhabited. There's about 40 buildings, and I believe no one lives here anymore. Like, I visited this in the summer, and the only life that I did see was just a bunch of cats. So I don't believe anyone's actually living here. It's just people from the surrounding villages who come to visit, and that's pretty much it. But the best thing is, when you visit this place at Christmas, you can feel it's different. You can feel there is something unique about it. There is so many twinkling lights. The contrast from what you see it normally versus at Christmas is amazing. And it's not the biggest village, but when you take a walk around, and it's just amazing. I mean, I really love PolarPro's mist filter because it really does make things more Christmassy with that glow and halation, and I really love that. And combining this with the Sigma 16 f1.4 is such a great setup, and it's just fantastic. I am shooting in aperture priority. I'm pretty much all the way down at 1.4 and letting the camera do the rest of the work. I do have it at auto ISO and capped at 1600. I don't think you need to go much higher than that when you're at 1.4. There was a couple of points where it was very dark in this video, so I did bump it up to 3200 ISO. However, editing these in Lightroom, you can clean this up with a little bit of denoise and they come out fine. If anything, I kind of like the grain and the noise because it just adds a little bit more character to the photos. So the Christmas village of Fikardou, when it does open at the end of November, beginning of December. It's only open on Saturdays and Sundays, and only in the final week leading up to Christmas is it open every day. Now, this visit, I was expecting to have some sort of show, but maybe it was too early still, because I remember last year when I visited, I was really surprised that they have this cool medieval show put on, and it was so different to what the others have, because they just won't have anything like that. So I wasn't saying I wasn't disappointed, but it would have been nice to see again as well, so at least I could show you. Now, one of my favorite vantage points is when you do walk up the stairs, which is covered in twinkly lights. You actually have a really nice vantage point of the main entrance of Fikardou Christmas Village, and you even get to see the mountains in the distance. So if you actually come just before sunset and you get to see the sunset go down and see blue hour, it's absolutely incredible. Like, it's such a great village to visit during the day, golden hour, and even at night, just to admire the lights. And a lot of couples go here, and the face painting studio would actually be at the top of the hill as well. Now, most of this video was shot with the Sigma 16 f1.4. I just think this has been a great combo, being nice and wide and capturing all that lovely light. But I wanted some variation, so I switched to the Sigma 24-70, putting the PolarPro mist filter on, and just having another round the village, just grabbing some more title focal lengths.
If you ever visit Cyprus and want to explore the island through photography, check the links in the description box down below. Let me know in the comments which is your favorite Christmas photo and what you like about Christmas. And stay tuned for the final Christmas village that we're going to visit in Galabani Yodi, so subscribe for more photography POVs. I know this week wasn't a POV because I have this really thick jacket on. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.